wonderful. So I just want to ask a question off of what you was just saying. So why do you think that it is important for us to practice cooperative economics? Because I know a lot of people may be watching this and they may be like, what is cooperative economics and how is that going to help us with all of the things that we are going through today as Black people?
For sure, yeah, man, it's a good question. Man, we at Black Youth Institute, and I'm just one person on this call. I want to be clear. I'm not going to continue that narrative that I'm the brother. Nah, we ain't doing that. I am just a representative of this work, and I lead in the way that I do. I'm a leader amongst leaders. And so, with that being said, when I say we, that's what I mean. The collective who doing this work, whether they in Baltimore or they somewhere else. We know we can't do this work without people all over. So anyway, when we talk about cooperative economics, we're talking about any way that we as Black people and even others who want to support us collaborate and work together to build economies of our own. And so it could look like the building of a cooperative business where the people who run it and the people who own it or work at it or are members of it are the ones who make decisions for it and benefit economically. And so it could be a cooperative business, it could be independent businesses, um, or mergers or whatever it might be that work collaboratively. And if we use, for an example, food, it would be the producer who's then giving business to the aggregator and the packager, who's then giving business to the distributor to take it to the retailer, who might be the corner store or black grocery store or even the Black family or whatever it might be. Um, you know, it's about working together to build economy. And then this, when I talk about economy, if you look at the very root of the word, economy is a word that means management of home. So it's not just about money. Money and finance and exchange is only a part of it. So when we talk about cooperative economics, we're talking about essentially cooperative living. How do we help each other in our existence and our being to get the things that we feel like we need to live our full lives, and whether that's goods and services, um, knowledge and information, or whatever that might be. That's what we talk about. We want to do it in ways that are cooperative and ways that are African centered. So that's how I would explain what cooperative economics is. And for us, we kind of have that permeate most, like a lot of what we do. One is establishing a cooperatively owned grocery store where the people who use it theoretically are the owners of it, and that's how we met. I know y'all working on that with Little Africa and Cleveland. But with us, that's one way. But the other way is making sure that we are buying from Black people, and when we're having consultative services, we look Black first. You know what I'm saying? When we need catering done for an event, we Black first, right? And so that also looks like cooperative economics, kind of baked into our values, not just like the work we doing to build this grocery store that the people own, but more like, nah, I'm gonna put money in your pockets, right? Like all of that. So how we, as people say, like, am I my brother's keeper? I'm like, oh hell yeah, we are. You know what I'm saying? We only keep each other if we keep each other, and that's how we do it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, King, you heavy with the knowledge, man. I know they watching this like, man, that's an excellent breakdown. Like you say, it's not just about the money, it's about coming together and we are empowering each other. Like you say, we gotta shop Black first. Because it seems like with Black people, sometimes when we support Black businesses, we may do it as charity or something like, oh yeah, let me support a Black business, let me do something nice today, let me help out the community. Where other groups of people, they live and die by it. Like if our people make it, that's we
For
going
sure.
there first
Absolutely.
automatically. To pay
Absolutely.
whatever,
Yep.
and then if we can't get it, then we'll go up the street or to the other side like that. So
Absolutely.
Black
Or
people,
the Walmart. You know,
yeah,
that's
for
real.
sure, for sure.
I mean, if I can just respond to that, I know you got other questions, but I think that is
Oh
an
no, you
important thing.
good. You take your time with it.
So we're talking today. We had a gathering with some folks who came on as like apprentice and showing them the ropes and all of that. And so we just had a time for us to connect. And so um, I was talking with folks and just kind of letting them know like, yo, The one thing um that I'm hoping that we're able to do and uh get real about is that there's nothing wrong with discrimination. You get what I'm saying? At the very baseline of discrimination, it's about making the decision, right? So if you ever bought a house, decided and you chose between one neighborhood or the other, or you rent a house or whatever it might be, you discriminated. You made a decision based on a criterion, right? And there is, for whatever reason, this thing where like we adopt these ways of kind of like we want to we want to have everybody be a part of it. Like, nah, that can't happen. And so that kind of group thinking it is not problematic. You know what I'm saying? Necessarily, that group thinking is what keeps us strong. Ask any ethnic or cultural or geographic enclave how they built it. That the United States of America and many countries and many states and many cities and many towns are built on group thinking. You don't have it without people creating whole ecosystems. So for us, that's what we want to do. Ecosystem building. It ain't just about, again, cooperative economics, but how do we think together? How do we buy from one another? How do we teach one another? We listen to our own music. Good brother, you put out good music. So how we, you know what I mean? Like, how do we benefit in exchange, whatever it might be? If our exchange is the dollar, cool. But there's also other exchanges that we can have, but we get to choose that. You know what I'm saying? And so I know that might not be the case everywhere, but I know at least in the United States of America where we were once 3/5, we don't have to be no more. You know what I'm saying? And we get to decide that. And so I am discriminating. I don't want to think like white folks no more. I'm done with that. And the only way to do that is cooperative. You know what I mean? It's simply put, there's much more we got to do and undo to get where we want to be. But that's at least one piece of it. You know.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I think what you were saying is a global idea. That's how ethnic groups survive and they thrive. Like even me being from Cleveland, and I'm sure this is across the country. We got a Chinatown, we got a Little Italy, we got a Slavic village. The Jewish people got their community, and you
Yep.
don't see black barbecue, soul food, barbershops, nail salons, hair
And you
weave
won't.
stores.
You won't.
Right,
Nope.
right,
You
right.
gotta go on the other side or
Our
across
hood
the
ain't got
track.
it all. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, that's how it is.
That's
You come
real.
to the black neighborhood, I see Arab businesses, I see Asian businesses, I
Yep.
see white businesses.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like a stigma attached to black people doing for self. We got this
Mhm.
idea that we really want to work this thing out with other groups of people. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a, I don't know, it's just like a stigma just having a black business some kind of way sometimes. It's like you shooting yourself in the foot almost. You know what I'm saying? By
Absolutely.
saying you have a black business, it's like, I don't know,
Yep.
it might be
Why it's
kind of
gotta be
janky.
black? Why it's gotta be black? Or like it's gonna be so-called unprofessional. And instead of seeing it as you use a whole different ethos, it's like, well, you ain't like us, so it's something wrong with you. Like, nah, we gotta think differently, right?